Are you absolutely sick and tired of the Toronto Maple Leafs being perpetually stuck in the almost their zone, Leafs Nation? Are you ready for a move that isn't just about adding depth, but about fundamentally transforming their defensive identity, injecting the precise blend of skill and grit needed to finally conquer the playoff beast? Because a new whisper has turned into a roar, a trade idea so compelling, so strategically brilliant, that it could be the missing piece to unlock the Stanley Cup dream. The Leafs, it seems, are eyeing a former 64-point defenseman, a player who could redefine their back-end and elevate them from contenders to true champions. For years, the narrative has been painfully consistent. The Toronto Maple Leafs, a dazzling offensive juggernaut capable of lighting up scoreboards and dominating the regular season, yet consistently falling short when the ice shrinks, the hits intensify, and defense truly wins championships in the crucible of the playoffs. We've seen the talent, the highlight reel goals, the electrifying individual performances. But time and again, a crucial question lingers. Do they possess the complete, ironclad defensive core capable of withstanding the relentless pressure of a deep postseason run? As the Leafs meticulously round out their roster for the approaching 2025-26 campaign, one area of the lineup has been under intense scrutiny: their defensive core. With a back-end currently consisting of reliable names like Morgan Rielly, Jake McCabe, Chris Tanev, Brandon Carlo, Simon Benoit, and William Lejessen, it's undeniably a solid blue line. It boasts experience, some offensive flair, and a good dose of physicality. However, the consensus among many keen observers is that another true, bona fide top-four piece could work wonders, providing that extra layer of stability and two-way impact when the stakes are highest. Enter NHL analyst Cole Shelton of Heavy Sports, who has dropped an intriguing trade idea that has sent ripples of excitement through the hockey world. Shelton's proposal sees Toronto address this critical need by performing a strategic trade with the Seattle Kraken, a move that would land the Leafs a reliable, two-way minute muncher who could instantly elevate their defensive group. The target? None other than Vince Dunn, the dynamic defenseman whose name has been quietly whispered among those who recognize true defensive value. The proposed deal is straightforward, yet impactful. Toronto acquires Vince Dunn, while Seattle receives Oliver Ekman-Larsson, promising prospect Ben Danford, and a 2026 third-round pick. This isn't just a swap of names. It's a calculated chess move designed to address immediate needs for one team and long-term aspirations for the other. So let's talk about Vince Dunn. Why is he the answer the Leafs have been searching for? Dunn is, without question, one of the more underrated defensemen in the entire National Hockey League. He's not always in the spotlight, but his impact is undeniable. This is a player who can comfortably log over 20 minutes a night in a top-four role, contributing effectively on both special teams units. Last season in Seattle, he posted a solid 11 goals and 28 assists, showcasing his offensive capabilities, even on a team that isn't exactly overflowing with offensive firepower. But here's the kicker, the stat that should make every Leafs fan sit up and pay attention. In the 2022-23 season, Dunn recorded an incredible 64 points. 64 points from a defenseman. On a Toronto team with significantly more firepower around him, it's not unreasonable to expect him to return close to, if not surpass, that peak production. Imagine Dunn quarterbacking a power play with the likes of Austin Matthews and William Nylander, or providing a crucial outlet pass to spring an attack. His ability to transition the puck, make smart defensive reads, and chip in offensively is precisely what the Leafs need to complement their existing talent. He's not just a stay-at-home defender. He's a true two-way force who can impact the game at both ends of the ice, providing the kind of balanced contribution that becomes invaluable in the grind of the postseason. He brings a blend of skill, hockey IQ, and a competitive edge that would immediately make the Leafs' defensive core more formidable and versatile. Now, let's look at the other side of the proposed trade. What does Seattle get in return? They acquire Oliver Ekman-Larsson, a fellow defenseman, but one who is clearly in the back end of his career. While no longer the offensive dynamo he once was, OEL can still be a superb top-six option on their blue line, providing veteran leadership and reliable minutes for a team that is not currently in its competitive window. For the Kraken, This isn't about immediate impact, it's about managing assets and building for the future. They also get Ben Danford, a promising first-round pick prospect who could develop into a key piece for them down the line. Danford represents future potential, a building block for a team looking to retool. And finally, a 2026 third-round pick adds another valuable asset to their draft capital. Overall, this is an intriguing trade idea that appears to make logical sense for both sides, aligning perfectly with their respective organizational philosophies. For the Maple Leafs, this deal screams win-now mode. The window of opportunity for their core, led by Matthews and Nylander, is wide open, but it won't stay open forever. They need to capitalize on it, and immediately strengthening their defensive group with a player of Dunn's caliber is a direct, impactful way to do just that. This isn't a minor tweak, it's a significant upgrade designed to address a critical need and push them closer to their ultimate goal. For the Seattle Kraken, their winning days are realistically a few years down the road. They make a sacrifice in the present, moving a valuable asset in Dunn, but they gain future assets that could pay off handsomely down the line. It's a classic rebuild move, shedding a higher-priced, impactful player for a package that aligns with their long-term vision. They get a veteran to help stabilize their current decor while adding a promising prospect and a draft pick to replenish their system. The impact of Vince Dunn on the Maple Leafs cannot be overstated. Imagine him paired with a defensive stalwart like Chris Tanev, creating a formidable shutdown pair that can also contribute offensively. Or perhaps he slots in with Morgan Rielly, allowing Rielly more freedom to activate offensively while Dunn provides a steady, reliable presence. His ability to play big minutes means less strain on other defensemen, keeping everyone fresher for the grueling playoff schedule. Furthermore, his offensive instincts and shot from the point would be a massive boost to a power play that, despite its talent, can always benefit from another dynamic option. He's the kind of player who makes the whole unit better, providing flexibility and an undeniable upgrade in skill and reliability. This isn't just about adding a player, it's about sending a clear message. It's a declaration from Brad Treliving and the Leafs management that they are absolutely committed to doing whatever it takes to win the Stanley Cup. They recognize the importance of a well-rounded elite defensive core, and they are willing to make the necessary moves to acquire it. The frustration of past playoff exits, often attributed to defensive lapses or a lack of physical pushback, fuels this kind of bold decision-making. Dunn brings that blend of offensive skill and defensive responsibility that can truly make a difference when games are decided by inches and split-second decisions. So, Leafs Nation, the question hangs in the air. Is this the trade that finally tips the scales? Is Vince Dunn the missing piece, the dynamic, two-way defenseman with a 64-point ceiling who can help transform this talented team into a true championship contender? The stakes are incredibly high, the pressure is immense, but the potential reward is the ultimate prize that has eluded this franchise for far too long. This isn't just another off-season rumor. It's a potential turning point, a strategic move that could define the Leaf season and perhaps their destiny. What do you think, Toronto faithful? Does the thought of Vince Dunn patrolling the blue line in blue and white ignite a fire of hope within you? Or do you have reservations about the cost? Let us know your passionate opinions in the comments below. We want to hear every single thought. And if this deep dive into the heart of NHL trade speculation has you buzzing with excitement, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more exclusive insights and fiery hockey discussions. Your engagement is the fuel that keeps this channel roaring, and we're just getting started on this thrilling journey to the Cup.